guys, it was supposed to be a no talking ASMR Reiki session, but unfortunately there's an energy vampire reptilian here who hates my guts, and she's always around sucking my chi life force energy. She can never stay in her room. The only thing about being the light, being an earth angel goddess incarnate, is there's so many wicked spirits that try to tap into and lock into my energy and steal my light. And it just gets really heavy and it just gets so tiring. I'm not like anyone else in my bloodline. I'm the one to break the generational curses. I am the scapegoat. I am the one that, they blame everything on, but I'm good. I'm rooted. I'm locked in. So this is Archangel Metatron. And this is an Organite pyramid dome, to the point where I'm going to take my purple fluorite and it's going to suck out EMF and negative conditioning, and I'm just going to cut it. It was supposed to be a no talking Reiki ASMR shamaness session, and lately the vampires have been really vulturing off my energy, to the point where Nate Jacobs comes, he siphons it, his mother, Hennifer, comes, she'll siphon it, and then the leader, the reptilian, she's a sellout, she sold her soul, she's in the Illuminati. So she gets paid vacations to California and Asia, wherever she wants around the world. My ex, my twin flame, actually saw the letter and presented the letter to me, and she sold her soul. She joined the Illuminati. It was like this 10 or 13 page, I think it was 13 pages of just the same archonic shit. We, the secret society, we want to invite you. You are going to have paid trips, paid vacations. Your mortgage is going to be paid. You're going to have the car you want. Da, 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 da. And everything's going to be paid. You just have to join. And then I put the letter on the fireplace. I should have thrown it away. And then I left for like 13 months. I came back, and then my own mother had these really weird rings on the outside of her eyes. And she's Asian. She's from the islands of Asia. And they were like a greenish, like glowing greenish. It was a ring around her dark brown eye. It was like, at first it was like a yellowish green, and then now it's like a bluish gray. It's very weird. Asians aren't supposed to have blue rings around their eyes like that unless they're lenses. And it's like, wow. So she sold out, and now she's enabling Nate Jacobs, her archonic alpha draconian grandson, to just get away with crimes. He should be very well locked up in prison for trying to kill my baby. This is the year, though, tomorrow, of the fire horse, to where it's clearing out all these negative vibrations, and it's going to be getting Nate Jacobs, your toxic narcissist, this alpha, reptilian, that alpha draconian, all the energy vampires, darkness, their plots, ploys, and plans, bringing it to truth, up to the surface, and exploding into the light. So we are going to be winning. We're calling back our power. We're not going to play small for vampires. We're not going to play small for alpha draconians. We're not going to play small for Nate Jacobs or his little spirit attachments. And we are going to stand up, speak our truth, call our sovereignty back to us, and be rooted in Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, because she supports us. So if you hear a TV in the background, it's just the sellout, my reptilian mother, who has sold her soul to a very dark entity, and now she's a part of a secret society. She also was the wife of a Freemason. Yep, my father was a Freemason, and I was put through a lot of hell and abuse, lots of monarch butterfly conditioning, to the point where I'm a fucking trauma warrior. I'm not even a survivor. I'm a warrior spirit. I walk through the fires of this shit, through the fiery trenches, to where my own bloodline was trying to kill me at one point, try to kill my kids, try to take us out, have us homeless, to the point where I'm now a survivor and a warrior. And I'm a shamaness, and shame on her. Shame on fucking Karen, the reptilian who sold out. Because her grandmother, who was my great-grandmother, has medicine woman shamaness abilities and was a highly revered midwife and doula on their islands, to the point where she can't even see the greatness and the gifts that I inherited, to the point where she's just so reptilian, are chronically conditioned. She's just so fucking far gone out of her gourd to the point where I don't even know who that is anymore. So I just do my thing. This is what years of fucking trauma and conditioning and being a survivor of monarch butterfly programming. They would take me into the Navy base hospital on the Orlando Navy base, which is now Baldwin Park, and they would literally, I would black out in my memory. They would always take me to this older doctor in a white coat. He had gray hair. It was like almost white, and he was bald. And I just remember him sitting me on the bed and then just taking this light and be like, you see this? You see that? And almost hypnotizing me. And then my mother left the room, and I don't remember. And I was at dozens and dozens and dozens of those visits, to the point where when my father passed, right before that week of his funeral in 2016, I found 13 Freemason rings with the Freemason symbols on it, to which my reptilian mother had rushed it back to the Freemason Lodge right around the corner right here in Winter Park. So I am a survivor of lots of archonic programming, and they knew this. They knew this in the government. They knew I was the daughter of Agent Orange, ex-Vietnam soldier. They knew that he had Agent Orange in him. We all get assigned a social security number with the government name so they can track us. Who knows the types of things they used to do to me in that hospital? I don't remember. I know that I was hypnotized. I know that it was abusive. I knew it was wrong because I have blackout memories of my childhood, to the point where I just remember walking through the Navy base with my mother, and we were alone. I was the youngest. I don't know where my sister and my brother were. They must have been at school or something. They're older. She's 10 years older. Now she's on psychotropic medication. And then my brother, he's passed away because of my sister. And I just remember my mother giving me these sob victim stories to just random people, like, oh, my husband's he was in the Marines, he was a veteran, and he's sick, and just trying to suck their chi life force energy with her victim stories. And then just me going into a room with this doctor, very, very old. He had like white grayish hair, bald spot, with a white lab coat, him putting the light in my eyes and then doing this knee reflexor thing, and then just me blacking out. So who fucking knows what happened. I don't remember anything beyond that. Fast forward to when I was 10, a very bad person came into my life, which was my ex-brother-in-law. My sister brought him into the family, to where it produced a lot of trauma. And I said this in one of my last videos today. And then fast forward to when I was 12, it was my father came and laid down in my waterbed and then attempted to molest me. Yep. And then I proceeded to get out and get away and tell my brother and come into this room, because this was my brother's room at the time, after my sister moved out with her drug addict ex-husband, Nate Jacobs' dad, and her other archonic witches, which there was rumors saying that wasn't even his father. They have two different fathers, but they hid it well. But anyways, fast forward to when I was 15, my classmate died. He got hit by a car, tragically, a van, I'm sorry, off of Summeron and Howell Branch, right up the street where I actually walk a lot. And he skidded on his head. He was a vegetable. He was alive. He suffered lots of trauma, and to where his mom had to get off work, go to the hospital, and she had to make that hard decision to pull the plug because he was a vegetable. Nothing worked in his brain anymore. No cognitive functions, nothing. Then I had my first boyfriend when I was almost 17. I think I was like 2 or 3 months shy of my 17th birthday. He was 19. He went to Valencia Community College. He was Italian. And my parents attacked me, and they put me on psychotropic medication. And he ended up breaking up with me because it changed my body. My family attacked me really hard. They pulled me out of school. He ended up going back to Connecticut, moving out of his cousin's apartment, leaving. Kind of scarred me. I loved him more than fucking like anything. His name was Paul Giamatti. Anyways, then I ended up going to Seminole Community College, which is now Seminole State College, and then just a lot of stuff happened, but this is the year of the snake, so we're shedding all of this trauma. So if you guys want to make a donation to me for my healings, I gladly accept it through, I don't have a PayPal right now, I have a Cash App, and that's the only bank account that I have, to the point where please make a donation, because I kind of need to get food and I ran out of food. The only thing I have are like spices, like cinnamon and coffee, and I just ran out of my 0-calorie ginger ale. I just kind of need help right now. The state's not helping me. It's just a lot of stuff. You know, I don't expect handouts. You know, it's hard for me with my nervous system from all the trauma and the abuse and the archonic monarch butterfly programming. They do the same shit to Kanye West and celebrities in Cedars-Sinai Hospital and Britney Spears. That's how the Navy base hospital here was with the Navy veterans and the Marine veterans. So I am a trauma survivor, and I'm trying to transmute and transcend all this trauma out of my body. And in the year of the snake, this is the last day. It's heavy, so a lot of it's coming to surface, and I'm having to talk about it to get it out. And I'm sorry, you guys, like, sometimes talk therapy does not work for everyone. She literally turned down the fucking TV to listen to me. She's so fucking weird and secretive. Fucking sick in her fucking head. I hate being from a mother like who's a narcissist, who's numb inside, and who hates her child. Dude, you should have never had me if that's how you feel. She literally should have, and I hate to say this in the video, I'm sorry, because I am a healer, but I'm very cutthroat. She should have aborted me, so the gods could have just put me to a better family, or a different family, who would have actually showed me love and support instead of tons of trauma. That's what I wish would have happened. I just feel really angry today, you guys. I'm going to end the session. I love you. Remember, you are the light, you are the love, speak your truth, and you are the medicine. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening and night. Tomorrow is the first day of the fire horse. She's feeding off my energy, and I need to fix the lighting. Blessed be.